The girl simply dipped her hand into the crystal-clear ocean water. In an instant, something bizarre occurred. Countless fish, as if responding to some mysterious call, began swarming toward her. This was exactly what the greedy fishermen had been counting on. Every time they brought the girl along on their fishing trips, they'd return with boats overflowing with catch. It was this extraordinary gift of hers that kept nearly 100 insatiable villagers on the small island well-fed, but the girl's abilities went far beyond attracting fish. Anyone on the island who came in contact with her, no matter what illness they were suffering from, would be miraculously healed. Even open wounds would close up in seconds. The locals had come to see her as their savior. Thanks to her remarkable powers, the islanders enjoyed a life of prosperity, free from the fear of disease. As time passed, however, the island's inhabitants let their selfishness and greed tear them apart, plunging into bitter conflict among themselves. One day, the girl and her friend were playing in the mountains when they stumbled upon an enormous beehive on the ground. As the girl slowly approached, the typically aggressive bees behaved like gentle pets, landing softly on her hand. Just as she was about to show this amazing sight to her friend, she discovered he was being attacked by a swarm of angry bees. Seeing her friend in agony, the girl became overwhelmed with emotion and clenched her fists tight. In the next moment, every bee around them dropped dead. From that day forward, the girl's special abilities vanished. She could no longer heal anyone, and the fishermen returned from their trips with empty nets. The villagers arrived at her home bearing gifts, desperately hoping she would regain her powers so they could return to their comfortable lives. That evening, as Kelly was tucking the girl into bed, she noticed the cut she'd gotten earlier that day was healing rapidly. She immediately called her husband over, and incredibly, the scars on his hands began to fade as well. In that moment, the couple realized the girl's healing powers had returned. Kelly quickly brought over Aunt May, who suffered from dementia. Miraculously, the elderly woman's mind cleared completely. Word of the girl's restored powers spread like wildfire through Aunt May, and soon everyone was once again pinning their hopes on the young girl. That's when Aunt May noticed something crucial. The girl's healing abilities only worked while she was asleep. A disturbing idea took root in May's mind. She convinced Kelly to slip sleeping pills into the girl's water that night. The unsuspecting child drank it down and fell into a deep slumber. They then lifted the sleeping girl onto a stretcher and followed the fishermen down to the shore. Once the fishing nets were properly positioned, they gently placed the girl's hand into the ocean water.